So how can anybody watching this video now in this live stream or after the fact, how can they support what you're up to these days?
Well, I mean, I would like on Instagram, I'm Jerry Flowers Music. Uh, Anybody who kind of wants to reach out to me and talk to me, I'm down with that. I'm actually,
That's
kind of
so
in the
cool,
works
man.
right now of getting some stuff together where I'm going to maybe start doing some webinars and doing some, some classes with different artists, that kind of thing, helping people, get better at performing. Um, so
Mm.
that's kind of in the works right now. But really, at this point, it's just, uh, you know, anybody who wants to speak to me, just speak to me, and
That's
I'll
so
I'll
exciting.
I'll get back to you, and we'll, we can either talk or, I mean, I'm having coffee with a guy that reached out to me 2 days ago. I'm having coffee with him on Monday, just to
That's amazing, man.
sit and
That's
talk. It's
so cool. The
fun.
humility to have that, want to compliment you on that. That's
Because
amazing.
it's fun,
I
like,
agree. I agree. But the fact that you're even open to it, I agree. Couldn't
yeah.
agree more. I mean, you're on a completely different level than I am. But even like seeing people reach out, like I try
You're the
to.
one that's got the show, not me.
No, but
Yeah.
you have a lot more experience than I do. But I agree. Being open to it and having conversations with people, you meet a lot of really, really cool people.
Absolutely. And you know what's crazy? Like, opportunities can come from that too.
Sure.
Just that girl that reached out to me from Massachusetts, her name's Catherine Roach. Uh, that girl's really good, man. I'm already telling people here in town about her. Like, we need to get her here and have writing sessions with her, man, because she's come here and recorded some, but I don't think she's had like true like Nashville writing, like getting the right with the big dogs, And this girl has it, and it all because it was just a weird little, thing where she happened to see me on this doing this
Sure.
webinar interview this past week with again Leanne Phelan. If you guys are songwriters, I think it's called LP Creative. What
Okay.
she's doing right now, she is amazing. And again, she gave me my very first start. She's just one of those people that
Wow.
just helps so many songwriters. And she's got webinars and like one-on-one teaching. Like, it's really, really cool what she's doing right now. I would
That's
advise
cool.
if you want to be a songwriter, it doesn't matter what genre,
Sure.
hit her up
Well,
because
a
she's
true song could be covered in any different genre, right?
any genre.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So it's
Um,
man, that's Jerry Flowers music. If you guys
that's
finally want to
amazing.
talk, I'm always around.
That's
So
so cool. So you mentioned the songwriting. How does like somebody like if somebody wanted to write like do they reach out to your publishing or like a publishing team? Like for example, if they wanted to get in that industry of songwriting with the professionals, do they reach out to the publishers? How does that even
yeah,
work? How does
usually
somebody?
usually it's publishers, and like if they gotta, it's probably at this point like sending songs in and getting people to hear your stuff and to notice like, oh, this person's the real deal.
Okay.
A lot of people are can be a little scared about listening to outside songs that they didn't ask for because we've had I've heard some horror stories about people getting
Oh
sued
man, yeah.
over stuff
Oh
that's like
gosh.
not even real, like really bad
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So I think everyone's a little gun shy about that right
That's
now.
fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, there's a friend of ours named Kelly Lovelace who got sued over this song and it was like, this guy is the most genuine, amazing dude I've ever met in my career. There's zero way he stole this, but someone thought that he had their idea, which he
Oh
didn't. But
man.
anyway, that turned into this years and years long thing, and so I think people are a little scared of it. But I guess that's probably the best way to do it, is just kind of just throw it out there. Actually, getting on, because I'll get on YouTube and just start searching, and just listen to people sing. I listen to a lot of cover, people doing cover songs and stuff,
Hmm.
because you just never know, man, when
Sure.
who you're gonna find out there, man.
100%, man.
Yeah, uh, an artist named Schmitty, um, and he's on. I saw him on YouTube, and he's a farmer from North Dakota, and he's so good, man. His stuff sounded so good that he came to Nashville. I've been writing with him a bunch, like, his first day in Nashville, there was a couple pretty big singers, pretty big country stars that were in the building that day, and he came by and like hung with him and talked to him. And this guy, he's a straight up farmer, but yet
Yeah.
just because he's on YouTube, because it was weird. The same week that I saw him, this other publisher saw him too,
Mm.
brought him in on other things too, just because he's doing cover songs,
Hmm.
But you can hear in his voice, so
Yeah.
we just
I
never.
I really appreciate the fact that I've noticed it's like several times in this conversation you've dropped names of starting artists or younger artists, and
Yeah, right.
I really admire the fact that you're like giving them shots and stuff. And
Oh
I think
man,
it's so important for
yeah,
people to realize that it's if one of us wins, we all win kind of thing. There's
yeah,
enough room at the top. It's not like I
absolutely.
have to step on other people to get there. We can all get there together.
That doesn't even exist. Like you don't have to do that at all, you know?
I agree, but I think people get caught up in this misconception that you do, or that
No,
you
no.
can't bring people with you, or any of this stuff.
And
It's only enough certain amount of people that can make it to the top, and
yeah, and if you're a farmer from North Dakota, like the odds of getting to Nashville and getting to just suddenly be with all these people, it's pretty slim, like because you don't
yeah,
know, like it seems so out of
yeah,
reach. But
yeah.
that's the great thing about what it is now.
Social
It's
media.
completely like I'll see these cats that, who knows where they live, but yet they
Yeah,
have something. You can just hear something in some of these guys immediately.
that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.